today we're gonna look at some crazy libs of TikTok. Ooh, yeah. Let's have a look. There's some crazy ass videos on there, man. I don't know if you've ever... You have to forgive me today. I've got to keep the volume down a little bit. My other half is working. I don't want to disturb. It wouldn't be worth it. She'd have my testicles on a plate in no time. So I've got to keep it down. I'm going to react to some interesting videos on TikTok. So let's have a look at it. Oh, I hope you're doing well today, by the way. Thanks for clicking. Let's move forward together. This lady's interesting. Let's have a listen to this.
Honestly, don't know what to do, but there was a really bad experience.
Oh.
Basically, I was just getting a drink at the bar, and they called both Azul and I ladies. After they were done making the drink, I went up, and I was like, some people don't refer.
They called her ladies. They called her and her friend ladies, and she's bawling her eyes out over that. That can't be right.
Really bad experience.
I've had a really bad experience.
I was just getting a drink at
Just
the
getting a
bar,
drink
and
at
they
the bar.
called both Azul and I ladies. After they were done making the drink, I went up, and I was like, some people don't refer to themselves as ladies, but it's okay that you didn't know. And in a gay bar, so I should feel safe.
No, why should you feel safe? Why should you feel safe anywhere? Life ain't safe. Get over yourself. God, if these people had such fluffy lives, never had anything bad to happen, that they crumble when someone calls them a lady, when they are quite clearly a lady. Like, you can identify as whatever you want, God bless you, but you can't expect everyone to know. You look like a woman. You're going to get called a lady, obviously. Jesus, you entitled little dick.
They got so mad at me, and they took the drink away from my wife and I. He hit the bar, because he was like, are you serious? You're doing the same thing to me. How? And then they kicked us out.
Oh my God, they kicked us out because you're probably being a dick. Don't be a dick. You won't get kicked out. It's pretty simple, really. Don't be a dick.
Think that was gonna happen. How am I supposed to feel? This was the first time that I've told somebody. I felt brave enough to tell somebody my identity. And I just wanted to let him know, and I told him it's okay that you didn't know. He was still mad at me for being myself and for my wife being themselves. Just her. I was kicked out so fast. And I tried talking to the other person. He came over and was like, what's going on? It was another straight white man. When I told him he's just not respecting our identity, and I don't understand why. And he was like, you know what, just leave. And I got kicked out of a bar.
Oh my God. This person is insane. I'm sorry, this person has their head rammed firmly all the way up their anus. Their eyes are looking out through where their eyes should be. So their eyes are where they should be. She's completely rammed up her own backside, that's for sure. How can you be this upset? I mean, she's distraught. And not only that, she then decides to go and broadcast it online. And she's banging on about it. He was just a straight white man. Because the straight white man is so bad. Oh my God. And then he kicked me out of the bar. I can't believe this happened to me. Fuck off.
Oh my God, it was supposed to be a positive experience. I felt so embarrassed. Yeah.
Can't do it. I've got to stop it. I just can't watch that. It's just bullshit. What is wrong with people today? These wokoids, mate. They're just... Can you see that? What the fuck is that? He looks like the guy from Little Britain. Yeah, I know. Excuse me. Are you ready for another entitled little prick? Let's go!
Two things to know. I'm non-binary. I go by they, them. And
Don't care. Don't care. No one cares. No one cares how you identify. It's the most boring thing about anyone. Really do not care.
work in a store that is pretty much all women. So whenever they're like addressing us or when they're talking, they're always like, hey ladies. So I've taken it upon myself as someone that is non-binary to use this to
She's well attractive.
not listen. And whenever anyone addresses a group as ladies, I am not included. So when they say, hey ladies, let's like stop talking, or hey ladies, let's like get to work, I will do none of it because you're not talking to me. You're not talking to me.
Because I'm above it.
You're not talking to me. So I will not listen to anything that is said when it is started with, hey ladies. I'm a theydy, not a lady. A theydy. Two things to know.
A lady. Do you hear that? How entitled have you got to be? I'm not a lady, I'm a lady. These people think they can be more than one person. No. No, you can't. Sorry, I might get in trouble for saying this, but I don't care. Like, I'm not denying reality to make someone else feel better about themselves. You can be he, you can be a her. Once you start getting into they, that you're asking me to deny reality. You are one person. I'm not going to call one person they, unless I was talking about them and they weren't there. And you could go, oh, yeah, I met Sally the other day and they went to the shops. It's the only way I would do. Oh, obviously, I don't even need to explain it. Got these people getting your head and it's just like brain rot. I can feel the rotten, woke rot. More. Let's see what this handsome young man has to say.
Okay, so this is gonna get a lot of people mad, but the harsh reality is that trans women are actually biologically women. I know it's like super shocking, but the most important sex determining organ in your body is actually your brain.
It's actually not. It's actually not. Yeah, I totally know something you don't know, okay? It's actually not.
And there's a lot of research to show that trans women have brains that are very much in alignment with our gender identity. I know, shocker. So anybody that runs around and tries to tell you, oh, sex and gender, it's so different. The truth is, it's a lot more complicated than that. And anybody who tries to call trans women biological males are coping and seething.
Anyone who disagrees with me is coping and seething. They can't fathom that they could possibly be wrong and have their heads rammed up their own bloody backsides so far up their backsides. I'm not seething. I'm calm. These people are insane, but very entertaining. So I thank them. Trans women are biologically women. I don't know, you have to understand this, that when they say trans women, that can literally be a guy who's still got all his bits, but just decides he's a woman. In the minds of these people, then they are a biological woman. Cuckoo! More!
Cool. My name is Teacher Roby. I am non-binary. I use they, them pronouns. For example, they are a great art teacher. They taught us how to draw stitch. Many of you already know that about me. Pronouns are super important for myself, for you.
Not.
It's important that we get...
They're not important at all. They're literally... I never heard anyone mention a pronoun until like 5 minutes ago. Like I'm 45 years old. No one ever mentioned it. I hang around in quite liberal circles. You know, singer in a punk band, stuff like that. Think I would have heard people going on about this kind of thing. Never mentioned it until 5 minutes ago, and now they want you to call them they. It's like, can we just keep it in the bounds of reality? Just let's not bend language into something like so no one knows what the bloody hell you're talking about. This is a teacher pushing this on kids in a school. I think this is questionable behavior.
Every single time. If you ever make a mistake, I'll just politely correct you. And you should also be making sure that you use those correct pronouns.
Make sure you use those correct pronouns. Fuck off. What do you think of this? Let me know down below what you think of this. Am I just being a dick? Like, I've got no problem with like he, she, stuff like that. But when you start getting into they, them, Zerzi, zangi doogie dooga bunga binka blah blah. Like, you're playing Fantasyland stuff. It's like, for the same reason I wouldn't entertain a schizophrenic's imaginary friends. Like, I'm not going to entertain people's imaginary genders and stuff like that, you know? It's like, you're either a man or you're a woman. You can be a trans woman and a trans man. I just don't even need to get into this, do I? Like, aliens. At least aliens are real. Fucking aliens seem less freaky than this bloody teacher. Kids can't question this. That is not an environment where a kid could question that. And can you imagine if a kid came into this school wanting to, like, celebrate conservatism or something like that? Just wanted to celebrate something just slightly on the right. It wouldn't be allowed. That's why I think none of this should be in schools at all. When I was in school, I didn't even know my teacher's name. I knew the last name, not the first name. That's all we knew. For the entirety of my time at school, not one teacher did I even know what their first name was. Now they want you to know what their gender identities are and their sexualities and stuff. Wrong. It's wrong. In my opinion, it's wrong. Okay, now these ones are a couple of transgender people who want to convince you that men can have babies. Interesting. Let's find out.
Michaela, honey, first off,
Men cannot
why are you
birth
following
babies.
us? Second off, the way you should structure that sentence is,
Let me just adjust how you speak.
all men can give birth. Cisgender men are incapable of giving birth because they do not have a female reproductive system. Transgender men do have female reproductive systems. Trans men are real men.
No, they're not. They're literally not real men. Of course they are not. They are not male. Sorry, that triggered me.
And if they choose to, they can give birth. So can trans, masculine, non-binary people, if they so choose.
So, being that you are following us, you obviously know who we are, the fact that I am a trans man, that I am a seahorse dad, and you're trying to nullify my existence because that makes you feel validated?
Trying to nullify...
Michaela, honey.
Shut up, fucking idiots. Nullify my existence. No, man, you're a woman, but these people want you to believe that just because they call themselves transgender, that means a woman who gets pregnant, which they think is a man, can have... I don't understand my brain. It literally defies reality. I don't understand. And the thing is, if you don't affirm these people, they'll think you're a really, really meanie person. It's like, no, I think you're a really mean person because you're bending reality and you're expecting everyone else to bend reality to make you feel good about yourself. I think that's wrong. Men can't have babies. There is not a man alive who has ever had a baby. There will never be a man unless there's some mad science that happens. No. I can't see that happening. The chances of that happening in like the next million years is minimal. I don't even need to say it. What does this make your brain rattle? Because it does me. I can understand if you could say, okay, a trans man can have a baby. Fair enough, because a trans man is a woman who just wants to call herself a man, right? But then he turned around and said, they are a man. So to define it as, it's not that they're a woman, they are a man. 100% man. That's where I have a problem. So I know. That's enough. Maybe one more? One more? Read the code. Like, females wishing for breast cancer because they think they're really supposed to be men. These women are wishing that they get breast cancer so they could have a mastectomy.
Where I went to bed wishing that I would wake up with breast cancer so that I could get a mastectomy and have a flat chest.
This is the first time that I've ever heard somebody say that out loud. But oh my god, that is so real. That is so relatable. So relatable. Back before I like knew I was trans and knew why I felt the way that I did about my body, I used to think that all the time. I used to wish that all the time. And it seems like such a terrible thing to wish. And it is such a terrible thing to wish, but that is so real. That is so real. I didn't understand why I felt uncomfortable in my body. I didn't understand why I wanted my chest gone. I just knew that I did. And I knew that that was a way that that could be achieved. Big mood.
Oh my God.
Big mood.
These people wishing... I don't think I could do it anymore. These people wishing you had cancer just so you could have your breasts removed. That is not the words of someone who's mentally with it. Those are the words of a crazy person who needs mental health help. Do you agree? Let me know down below. Maybe I'm being completely unreasonable. But I think wishing you had cancer so you could have your tits cut off is fucking nuts. Blatantly nuts. The world's gone mad. The world's gone bloody mental. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Thanks for watching the video to the end and putting up with this. I mean, I wouldn't blame you if you did just stop watching, because these people, they make your brains rattle. And it's just like this weird virus that has swept through the youths of today's brains, but not just the youths. There's adults getting sucked into this as well, and it's in the institutions and stuff. This woke it's literally a woke mind virus. It's a woke mind virus. It's like, Jesus Christ, I don't know if you heard, but like Mexico come out and said that like aliens are real. So I'm just like, man, please just let the aliens come down, because I reckon I would feel more at home on an alien planet than I do on this one today, because these people are just insane. The complete denial of reality and turning everything in upside down and making it inverted is just like, do you know, you could help me. Subscribe to the video. I always say that, subscribe to the video. That's not a thing. You don't subscribe to the video, do you? No, you don't. You subscribe to the channel. That would be fantastic. If you think I've earned it. And please like the video. Thanks for watching this far into the video. It'd be interesting to see what you guys think about these people and their interesting ideas. Interesting, aren't they? Interesting? Yeah. Hit the theme tune.